Hi everyone, Journeyman here and welcome back to the Fearless Foxes. In today's video we take on Manchester United away from home at, of course, the mighty Old Trafford. But before we do that, let's go take a look at some of the fixtures since the last time you joined us. Alright, first was a 2-1 defeat against Stoke away from home. Disappointing, really. We played pretty well during this game. Mare opening the scoring in the 5th minute of the game, but unfortunately down to Fletcher and Shaqiri getting the goals in the second half for Stoke. Very disappointing to have lost this game. This is a game I really expected it to win. Alright, but however, we did bounce back with another victory here, 2-1 against Swansea. Christian Fuchs getting the goal in the 4th minute with Mare doubling the lead, and then Leon Britton did get a consolation for Swansea in the second half. It was a good team performance from start to finish. We dominated the game, as you might see from the match stats in the bottom left-hand corner. Plenty of possession, good amount of shots on target. It's what I love to see. Alright, next up was EFL Cup competition, and unfortunately we bowed out of this competition in pretty unspectacular fashion. We lost in a penalty shootout to Brighton, 5-3 on penalties after a 1-1 in the normal time. Jamie Vardy getting the goal for us and Sam Baldock scoring for Brighton. And it wasn't even Brighton's full team, to be honest with you, which makes it even more disappointing. And next up, we followed up with a 2-0 defeat against my favourite team, Southampton. I promise it was an inside job. It was just very poor performance from the Leicester boys. Unfortunately, we never got in the game, and 2 goals from Charlie Austin. Well, goal from Charlie Austin and Gabbiadini getting the goal in the 85th minute after Christian Fuchs got sent off in the 59th. Kind of left us in the lurch, and we just never got into the game after that, which actually forced me to think about a brand new tactic. And that tactic was successfully executed here in the game against Watford. Next up, we beat them 2-1. Jamie Vardy getting a goal in the 58th minute and Okazaki getting his first goal of the season. Coming off the bench, getting the winner after Kiko got a goal for Watford in the extra time of first half. But overall, this was actually a pretty pleasing display despite it was a new tactic. The stats may not show in the bottom left-hand corner, but we had far the better opportunities. Also, we did manage to bring in one more player before the transfer deadline came through, and it was the signing of Joe Ledley. Now, Joe Ledley, I know he's another midfielder, but I'll explain, you'll see the tactic, and it'll explain why I brought him in. He's a very versatile midfielder. My scouts highly recommended him. I brought him in on trial, like what I saw, and I thought, why not? It's only kind of a cheap deal, $43,000. He's valued at £10 million, so I might be able to move him on for a little bit of a profit in the January transfer window. And again, I bought him on a free transfer. It's kind of a win-win situation, really, to bring him on board. Alright, and to the tactic at hand before we play Manchester United away today in the league. So obviously I'll switch to a 4-3-3 formation with 2 wingers, as you can see, Mare on the left and Mahrez on the right. Now I found out this tactic actually worked really well for me in Southampton save because we had a really strong midfield, and I felt like I could replicate that in this save with Leicester City. So obviously with Fellaini, Ebora and Drinkwater, I felt I have enough creativity, grit and kind of tackling ability in there just to be able to protect the back line and also create plenty of opportunities for Jamie Vardy up top. So this is how we're going to line up against Manchester United. As you can see, Schmeichel's going to be in goal, Simpson, Morgan, Holt at the back, and unfortunately Fuchs is suspended still. He's going to be out for at least the next game, and then he'll be back for the game after that. But Djili plays at left back, as you can see today. Other injury to talk about is Ahmed Musa. He's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. So disappointing loss because as you can see here, I've switched to a more classic winning system, and he would have been ideal to get some game time if Demarai Gray wasn't performing. So talking about our opposition today, Manchester United, they are currently 4th in the table, and as you can see, we are currently 12 with 3 wins, 4 defeats, 9 points on the table. And Man United themselves haven't actually lost a game so far this season. 7 games, 4 wins, 3 draws, and 15 points. Take a look at their first team squad. Don't need too many introductions. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the Manchester United team themselves. Let's take a look at goals though. Lukaku is their top scorer, 3 goals. Next, Pogba with 2. Herrera got a couple. Henrik, I never could pronounce his name. Mkhitaryan is going to be 2 goals and 3 assists, so he's been a good creative force for them. Juan Mata has got 5 assists as well, so he's had a pretty good season. Any transfers? Did it sign anyone at all, just out of interest? Yep, they signed 2 players. They signed Bakary Sagna on a free transfer. That's a really nice, solid signing for them. Good back at right back, I'd imagine. And then they brought in Benoit Tramolinas. Is that your pronounce his name? Benoit Tramolinas used to play for, looks like Seville, Bordeaux, Saint Etienne, Dynamo Kiev. Again, looks like a backup left back to me. All right, so going into today's game, it's going to be very tough. Old Trafford away from home, let's be honest, folks. I don't expect to get a positive result, but you never know. This team is full of players that can surprise you, and I'm hoping to do that today. So anyway, this is how we line up, as I talked about just a few minutes ago. So let's get this game rolling. Okay, so here's how United line up. Of course, line up a 4-5-1 formation with Martial and Mkhitaryan on the right, with Lukaku leading the line up top with Pogba, Matic and Carrick in midfield. That is a really good midfield, honestly, beyond. And Luke Shaw's going on the left wing. Valencia's on the right with Bailey and Smalling. I mean, this got a really good team, be honest with you. Not much to say about that. Obviously, it's going to be a very tough fixture. Let's go ahead and get these team talks done, and let's get this thing started, because honestly, I'm looking forward to this fixture. It's going to be tough, as I mentioned. If we ever get any kind of positive result or any kind of positive performance, I'll be pretty happy with it. All right, Mkhitaryan's whipped this ball in. Mare makes a clearance from the front post. Fellaini hits it to Carrick, who shoots and scores. Kasper Schmeichel was an absolute no-man's land there. 1-0 to United. Not a great way to start. 1-0 down after 3 minutes. What the hell were you doing, Kasper Schmeichel? Let's take another look at this magnificent Foot Manager 2017 highlights. You know, the best highlights in the world, of course. Schmeichel, I don't know what he was doing there. Where was he going? He just kind of like drifted off and left Carrick with a great opportunity on his first time on the right foot volley. And it was a good finish, to be honest with you, but Schmeichel made it kind of easy for him. All right, here's another chance. Martial's going to drive forward here. He's going to take on our defenders, who aren't the fastest in the world, and Martial puts it wide from the edge of the area. But, yeah, you can't let Martial drive on you there. Mare is going to put this ball in. Pogba with the clearance. Mkhitaryan is going to he's going to lead the counter-attack for Manchester United. Pulls it to Martial. Martial to Lukaku. 2-0 down after 16 minutes. Things are going from bad to worse for us. That's what I was primarily worried about, being caught on the counter-attack. And, yeah, I mean, the stream for them has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players almost beyond our back line. And unfortunately, you can't defend against that like that against Manchester United. It's just not going to work. Alright, here's a highlight here. Maybe we get back into the game before half-time. Luke Shaw beats Mahrez in the air. Not really a surprise there. Martial takes on Simpson. Good tackle from Danny Simpson. Morgan to Wesley Holt. He's got not many options ahead of him. We're not really creating a lot of opportunities in this game. Mahrez to Danny Drinkwater, who's been really quiet. He plays at a white to Gray. Damari Gray pulls inside, tackle cleanly there from Valencia. And Mkhitaryan to Lukaku. And this is another counter-attacking opportunity for United. Matic to Valencia. Good build-up play. Cross it into Martial, who makes it 3-0. Of course he makes it 3-0. He wasn't going to miss from there. Yeah, Valencia has way too much time on the ball there. Puts the ball in. Nobody tracked on a Martial. There's only 4 defenders there to try and defend it, but we never attacked the ball. And unfortunately, it was just far too easy for the French striker. Mkhitaryan cross it into Martial, and 4-0. Oh, it's going to be one of those games. All right, halftime whistle's blown. 4-0 down at Old Trafford. It's been a bit of a shocker, really, hasn't it? It's been pretty bad. I've got to agree with Michael Appleton there. It's been very disappointing display. Some of the guys look like they wanted to... what am I going to do for the second half? What should I do? Let's change things around a little bit. Let's make things a little bit more interesting. Let's bring off Gray. Let's bring on Nacho. Let's move Mahrez, a bit more of an advanced playmaker. Let's try that. Yeah, why not? Fullback, that's fine. That's fine. Attacking players in the middle. Let's change some team instructions because it's not working. Let's play fairly wide as well. Let's try and get these fullbacks involved going forward. They've got 2 attacking fullbacks, so we should be trying to utilize them a bit more. And again, 4-0 down halftime. Honestly, the game's pretty much done at this point. I'm just going to try some different things out and see if it'll work. Alright, here's a chance for Man United, 5 minutes in the second half, but Danny Simpson intercepts it. Now, we could lead a counter-attacking opportunity, but he gives it away cheaply. Luke Shaw gives it away to Wes Morgan. Morgan is back to the offense, and the ball is cleared by Ibarra, but Man United putting the pressure on here. Good high pressure line for them. Luke Shaw takes on Simpson, cross it into Marcus Rashford, who just got off the bench there, and he hits the underside of the bar. Could have been 5-0, probably should have been 5-0, to be honest with you. Alright, 74 minutes on the clock. No more action to really speak of thus far. Let's make a quick change. Let's bring off Mare. Let's bring on Okazaki instead. And let's also save some legs in midfield. Let's bring off Vincent Ibarra for Joe Ledley. Honestly, it's just been shocking, hasn't it, really? I mean, we've got a lot of players as well that used to play for United. Danny Simpson, I think he was a former United man. Fellaini, obviously, I bought from Man United. Who else? Danny Drinkwater, was he United? I can't remember. Was he United? He was, yes, he was United for a short period of time. 6 years, not really a short period. But he didn't play for them, so I don't know if that really counts or not. But yeah, pretty bad game today. Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. Got nothing really to say for the boys. Didn't really put any kind of fight up whatsoever. Defensively, we are atrocious. Going forward, didn't have a single highlight to remember, be honest with you. Just a really bad display. So I mean, that's going to happen. You know what? If I go against the best teams in the league, it's going to happen, unfortunately. And you know what? We got a lot of work to do. But lucky for us, we have a couple of teams that we could beat. Newcastle and Bournemouth, and Everton's going to be a tight match. But then we have 2 fixtures coming up, one against Man City and the other against Chelsea. Now, what I'm going to do these updates now is I'm actually going to skip 4 games and do 1 live game, which is going to be Chelsea at home. Yeah, that's really about it, to be honest with you. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. If you are, remember to drop a like on the video. And if you want to see more from me in the future, remember to hit that subscribe button. And also remember, if you want to get in on the Foot Manager 2018 giveaway, please make sure you watch the introduction video for this series. It'll explain how you can get involved and hopefully win a copy of Foot Manager 2018 on me. Right now, the tentative date for closing is going to be September 27th, which is going to be what is it, 3-4 weeks from now. So yep, make sure you start the season right now as soon as you can, because we'll give you a chance to win a copy of Foot Manager 2018 on me. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.